All right, I want to talk about metabolic health. And I know I talk about this all the time, but I want to be very clear here, okay? Metabolic health isn't just about being overweight. A lot of people think when I say, oh, your metabolism, they correlate that straight to, being overweight. Not the case, okay? Metabolic health is important because it's the way you're processing energy. It is the way that your body is functioning, okay? Whether it's taking in energy and breaking it down, if it's like, it is the key to keeping disease out of your life, okay? So it's not just about weight. That's just one variable of it. It's about a lot of things. And so especially insulin resistance. A lot of people correlate insulin resistance with weight as well. And that is also not true. Insulin resistance is a condition where the body's cells stop responding efficiently to insulin and the hormone that moves glucose from the blood into cells for energy. To compensate, the pancreas produces more insulin, leading to chronically high insulin levels, while blood sugar may still appear normal. Over time, this strains the pancreas and causes glucose to remain elevated, increasing your risk for chronic disease, okay? Especially things like type 2 diabetes, obviously, midsection, pot belly, weight around the midsection, fatigue, brain fog, inflammation, cardiovascular disease. Insulin resistance is often driven by excess sugar and refined carbohydrates. Also, though, chronic stress, right? There's an emotional component too here. Poor sleep, very important to correct the sleep, inflammation, and physical inactivity. And it can often be improved or reversed just with lifestyle changes. Okay. So I know it may feel like, oh, I'm so tired. I don't know how I'm ever going to get out of this. I'm just getting older. I ask you to resist that thinking. Okay. Your body is phenomenal, but you have to know how to treat it, to make it, to optimize the way it functions. You have to know how to treat it. Right. And unfortunately, the establishment, the institutions around us, they have not done that. They have not created a system like our food system, our health system, that actually teaches people how to curate health in their bodies. It's done a terrible job of that. And the reason why it's done a terrible job of that, because the primary focus here is money. It's money. It's business. This is why every time they're talking about your health on the mainstream channels, they're playing the stock market ticker. They're telling you what these companies are worth, the pharmaceutical companies. Every time another talking head gets on the TV to talk to you about your health on the news, they're playing the stocks of the company. I go to financial papers and articles, websites to retrieve information on your health. Why is that? Because health is business. So, do you want somebody in charge of your health that is concerned with dividends and business? Or do you want somebody helping you with your health that is concerned about you and changing the culture of health in this country? It's kind of a no-brainer, right? You want somebody who actually cares about changing the culture. We cannot leave this broken, predatory system to our children. Yeah, our children are young. They're healthy. They're running around right now. Guess what? They're going to get older. And if you're struggling with fatigue and you're struggling with obesity and you're struggling with chronic health issues, do you think your children are going to be any different? Not unless they learn that this model that we have right now does not support health. That's where we come in. All right, so let's talk about top 10. These are my top 10 things for metabolic health. So things that you can implement right away. Okay? Give it 90 days. You may think, oh my gosh, it's never going to way. I felt this way for years, blah, blah, blah. No, give it 90 days. Okay? Number 1, walk after every meal. So every time you eat, walk 10 minutes because that slashes glucose by 22%. Just walking 10 minutes. Walk around your house for 10 minutes. Go up and down the stairs. Go outside, get the mail, come back in. Like every time you eat, get in the habit of walking afterwards, moving your body. Okay? That's a hack. Top 10 hacks for metabolic health. Number 2, don't eat 2 hours before bed. Okay? You cannot get a restful sleep when your body is in digestion mode. So this is very, very important. People who stop eating 2 hours or more before bed, some research says 3 hours, but 2 hours is a good marker as well. Burn through energy 98%. They have a 98% better burn rate than people who eat and then go to bed, eat late and then go to bed without that 2 hour minimum window. Number 3, fiber. Oh, I know this is controversial because there's a lot of people out there that don't think you should be eating fruits and vegetables. I'm not one of them. I am not one of them. I'm big on fiber. Eating fiber slows gastric emptying and reduces glucose spikes by 74%. So a little fiber, right? You want volume in these meals that you're eating. You want volume, water, volume, fiber. Another hack is my favorite supplement for metabolic health is berberine. Berberine is fantastic. Okay, it's some researchers call it nature's metformin. It's basically the pharmaceutical equivalent is metformin, but it's berberine. It's a plant. Okay, natural, and it works great for insulin. Another one is reduce or eliminate refined carbohydrates. Oh, you're killing me. I can't eat bread. Listen, this is important stuff here. You know, in the future, when you have your insulin under control, when you have your metabolic health tickety-boo running good, you're burning fuel, you're working like a machine, you eat a piece of bread, it's not going to bother you. But you got to get out of the danger zone first. If you're dealing with fatigue, if you're dealing with foggy headedness, if you're carrying around weight around your middle, right? If you're having trouble sleeping, waking up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, this is communication from your body. If you have skin tags, this is all communication from your body that you got to change. And so get on the right track, right? Reduce, eliminate refined carbohydrates, the breads, the pasta, the cereal, the granola, the sugar, okay? And be careful about healthy foods because things like yogurt, right? You think, oh, it's a healthy food, it's yogurt. Not all yogurt's created equal, right? Sometimes some of these yogurts have 13, 14, 15 grams of sugar in them. That's crazy amount of sugar for that little cup. Right? So you got to watch that very carefully. Okay. That is not helping. That's contributing to brain fog. That's contributing to fatigue. And that's contributing to your body not being able to process the food that you're putting in your body. Another rule of thumb, just move every 30 minutes. Get up and walk around, move for every 30 minutes. Don't allow yourself to sit for more than 30 minutes without getting up and moving around. This will help you build your metabolism back to a healthy point. Fix sleep. One bad night of sleep. Because I tell you all the time, your metabolic health is hormonal, right? It's a brain issue. It's a brain issue. You have to recalibrate the brain. And one bad night of sleep makes you 30% more insulin resistant. 30% more the next day. Reason being why? Well, you have these two hormones I talk about all the time, right? Ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone, leptin, which is your satiety hormone. You have insulin, which is another hormone. These hormones, when you are not getting restful sleep, they try to compensate. Oh, she didn't get enough sleep. She needs more energy. Release the ghrelin, right? Make her hungry. So this is why a lot of times when we stay out late, it doesn't even necessarily, when we were younger, maybe we're drinking and you wake up the next morning and you feel just yuck, you feel kind of gross, but you're hungover, but and you're kind of snacky. It's not just about the alcohol you drank. It's also about the sleep that was disrupted from the alcohol that you drank. Okay, so very important. You must fix your sleep. You have to fix your sleep. Even if you don't fix your sleep and you're doing all this other stuff, it's not going to matter. That's how important sleep is, because you're throwing off your hormones. Okay. So you've got to get into a sleep hygiene ritual where you're doing the same thing, have your cup of tea before you go to bed, your little nighttime tea time ritual. Of course, caffeine-free tea at night, right? Maybe a little red light therapy to wind down, whatever, a warm bath or whatever it is that you have a routine to support your sleep, right? Getting away from blue light, maybe reading, instead of being in front of a screen before bed. Blue light's very disruptive to screen. If you need more tips on sleep hygiene, just text me 720-303-8868. Happy to help you through that. Also, you need to monitor your insulin resistance signals. Okay, so it's not just measured on, get out of the thinking that this is all about weight. This is about how you feel. How foggy-headed are you, right? How clear, do you have clarity or are you foggy? Are you tired throughout the day or do you wake up rested? When do you get tired? Can you correlate when you get tired to when you eat? These are all cues and communication from your body that you're struggling metabolically. Stable energy equals stable glucose levels. So if you're feeling stable and after 90 days, I would say even sooner, people see results sooner. But after 90 days specifically, you will start to be like, hey, I haven't had a crash for a long time. That 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock crash, or maybe even wake up tired and wired. You're at that point. Muscle is king. I cannot stress this enough. Muscle is king, and your legs specifically, because your legs hold 60% of your muscle mass. And so squatting, consider that hormone control. Also, cold therapy can help repair your metabolic health. Thanks so much for joining me today. This has been Naturally Inspired Radio. See you tomorrow.